Christina here. If you're new here, I'm a homeschooling mom of 5 kids, and today I am sharing with you my summer morning routine. It is not technically summer break for us yet, but it is a day off. This is a collab with Anna over at Just Makin at Work. If you don't already know Anna, she is an amazing mom of 6 kids. She's been homeschooling for years and years, and she shares lots of encouragement on her channel. She actually lives on a farm. I mean, how cool is that? When Anna asked me, I kind of laughed and said, I'm not sure if I have a morning routine. I feel like every day is different, but actually I've realized that we do have sort of a rhythm that we follow. We don't have a strict schedule, but more like a rhythm or a routine. So I figured I would just share with you what a real morning is like in my life. So when you are done watching this video, go click the link in the description box to Anna's video and check out her morning routine. She may have a more organized morning routine than me. So just keep watching. On this particular morning, I was the first one up, and I really do love being the first one up. It gives me some time to kind of settle myself before everyone else is up, even though on this particular day, my house was a mess when I woke up. But the truth is, my house isn't always clean before we go to bed every night. We're just not in that season of life. So before I kind of take some time to relax, I'm just going to start cleaning things up, starting in the playroom, and just go from there. I did switch out all of the books on the bookshelves the night before because I like to start fresh for the week. And this particular day was a Monday morning. So I'm just going to take the time to clean up in here. Since we remodeled the playroom a few months ago and made it a really minimal playroom, it actually is really quick and easy to clean up. So I am trying to teach my kids, especially the littles, how to clean up after themselves, and it doesn't always happen. Sometimes it does, and then sometimes it doesn't. So what I do like to do for them at the start of each week is just kind of like set things up in sort of a new way. So what I like about the Nugget and the wooden play gym that we have is that we can like change the configuration every week. They honestly get so excited to see the new setup. They say, is there a new setup? And they come running in there almost like it's Christmas morning. It's pretty sweet. So I'll switch up the learning shelf with some kind of theme for the littles. And then we have this wobble board and these little wobble cards that have different poses and things for them to try. Some are independent, some are together. Chalkboard wall doesn't have anything fun on it this week yet. My husband's supposed to draw something for me there, but now that it's all cleaned up, I just take some time to pray and reflect and sort of mentally plan out my day. Sometimes I'll do a devotion on my phone or catch up on social media. And sometimes I'll have a little visitor. This morning it was a black-capped chickadee, so that was exciting. Hey. Shut that. Hi, Vito. Are you going to get a different one? A dream one?
Yeah.
That's called the little engine that could. Do you want me to read it to you? You're just so excited about all the new books, huh? So my little guy, my 2-year-old Sethi, tends to wake up pretty early, which is actually kind of nice because it does give us some one-on-one time before everyone else gets up. So he was going to look for me in my room because sometimes he does wake up before me and then comes in there. But Jules, my 1-year-old, is sleeping in there, so I did not want him to go in there and wake her up. Hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side, our fears are done.
I did.
All the good times just begun. You want to read the story with us? We know what we Pete the cat put on his favorite shirt with 4 big, colorful, round, groovy buttons. He loved his buttons so much, he sang this song. What's that number? Can you say 4?
I got my new too.
Yeah.
My room.
Can you say 4? Can you point to the 4?
1, 2, 1, 2.
He has 4 buttons. 1, 2, 3, 4.
5, 6, 1.
Wow. Can you point to the number 4? Oh, Gia, what time is it on the clock? Do you know? We just learned about clocks, huh? I've always really loved Beat the Cat books, and this one in particular is actually perfect for my 2-year-old and my 5-year-old together, because my 2-year-old is learning to count and recognize numbers, and there are big numbers and counting as Pete loses the buttons on his shirt, and my daughter is working on subtraction, and there are actually examples of subtraction right in the book. So it's really an awesome book for me to read with them, and it's quickly become one of our favorites. I've actually had this specific book since my oldest, my 13-year-old, was a little guy. So this one's been around for a while.
We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm.
Did Pete cry?
No.
Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons.
Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm.
Hey, Vicky. Come here, you want to try this one?
How come the stars come to shine when it's dark?
Okay, listen to Gia. Follow directions.
Show us where we
Yeah, do you want to do that one with Gia?
And I
makes the sun.
So sit there with Gia. Don't throw it. Can you pick it up?
What's it dreaming of?
Can you sit like Gia?
I wonder.
So you guys can do this?
Steady.
Do you want to do that with Gia?
Yeah.
All right, so you sit there.
And then you put your knees up.
I just love these little wobble cards that give them an opportunity to work together and do some independently. They're actually a free download, so I'll link them down below. But I just heard my 1-year-old, so it's time to get her up.
Keep on pouring down.
Julie! Hi, baby!
Mommy.
It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder.
So, of course, the first thing Jules wants to do when she wakes up is snuggle and eat. And so while the older 2 play, I get some special time with her. And then before long, she will be joining in on the fun. So Sethi is going to want some help with his little puzzle, and Jules wants to go play with her big sister. So I just basically try to spend time with each of them, give Gia a little attention because she likes to show me what she can do on her trapeze. And I usually keep like the extra stuff for my learning shelf, or at least some of it, up high for when I switch out the shelves. But on a time when I'm in here with them, a lot of the times they play independently, but on a time when I'm in here with them, I will pull out extra puzzles and things if they want them, just so that they're both not trying to play with the same thing and getting frustrated. There's definitely times I take that opportunity to teach them to share, and then other times I like them to just be able to have enough stuff that they can sort of do their own thing, especially because Jules is at that age right now where she wants whatever her brother is playing with, so that can be a little frustrating for him. So now that they are all sort of set up and playing independently, I've started to try to clean up and just get things ready, but then they both ended up needing a diaper change. So my husband is up now, and we're going to just take turns changing the babies, and then we'll get started with the rest of our day.
I just wonder. It really makes me wonder. Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder.
So now it is time to start tackling this kitchen. So it was butterfly week last week. Last week in May is butterfly week in exploring nature with children. So we did have our last little butterfly that we were not able to release because he was missing most of one of his antenna and part of one of his wings. He was the last one to hatch. So he obviously had some issues going on there. So we kept him around. So you saw him on my table because I was afraid it was going to get too cold overnight in the mudroom for him. But anyway, all of the butterfly stuff that I had hanging will be coming down. And I am putting up some Spanish body part flashcards because we are starting to learn Spanish. Just a little bit here and there, just sort of gentle learning, just kind of exposing them to the language. And even the butterfly unit was a bilingual butterfly unit, so it was pretty cool. Both of these resources are from Thistles and Biscuits, and the Butterfly Week is part of Exploring Nature with Children, which if you don't know about it, it's a year-long nature study with a different topic every week, and it's pretty awesome. So Sethi is working on some of the color flashcards from Thistles and Biscuits, and he absolutely loves flashcards. So he wanted to touch what I was putting up on the line. So I pulled out his flashcards so we could just sort of play with them. There's a little close-up of what the body part ones look like. And my Jackie just got up, my 10-year-old, and he's going to start helping to clean up the kitchen.
High on the mountain, blinded by the rain, so tired of climbing.
And last but not least, my 13-year-old Justice just got up and he is jumping in on helping us clean up as well.
Speaking out my name.
So now it is time for some coffee. Sethi is playing nicely and independently, so that's really nice. And the boys are starting to work on the independent part of a brand new Bible study that we just started from Not Consumed Ministries. And this one is their free family Bible study. So we are doing this one before we jump into the Content Heart Bible study that we got from them. And we are absolutely loving their family Bible studies. What's so cool about them is that they have a component where every member of the family works on it independently, and then you all come together to talk about it. Everyone's starting to get a little bit hungry now, so while Justice works on some dishes, Jackson is making everyone a smoothie, and my husband is making oatmeal, and Gia is gonna start helping to serve out all of the bowls for everyone. So Jackie really prides himself on his smoothies. They are really good. We joke around and call him the smoothie master. And they made some nice loaded oatmeal to fill us up. Sethi is always up to something, and on this morning he poured a smoothie into my tea kettle and stuck his straw in it and was drinking out of it. So he's always up to something. Jules is a sticky mess after eating breakfast as usual, so my husband's getting her out and I'm going to give her a quick bath and put her down for her morning nap.
You're welcome.
So now that the house is pretty much cleaned up, everyone has eaten breakfast, the kids are all playing, my husband and I are sitting down to try to do our parents' portion of the Bible study.
I look down for
Do you have a favorite story from when you were little?
in the middle of my pain. I reach down farther calling out your name.
I am super thankful. My husband and I truly are best friends, and I cherish time with him, but we always joke that we won't get any quality time together until the kids are adults. There are always interruptions, even trying to have a conversation. And in this particular case, Seth needed another diaper change, so we just kept going on with our Bible study while he got his diaper changed. It really is one of those things that we have to be intentional about, not only getting time with each other, but also making sure that we take time to seek the Lord together as a couple and as a family. Like, it's never really easy or convenient. So we just find the balance between knowing when to just push through and make it happen, and then knowing maybe when to take a break, and just trying to keep all of our priorities in order. But we do really believe as a family that if we continue to put God first, then all of the other things will work out. It's when we kind of don't use that as our true way to stay rooted, that things can go a little bit haywire. That's not to say that if you are a Christian and you're seeking God, that things are going to work out perfectly, because they certainly are not. But by keeping God first in our lives, it just really does give us the peace and the strength for everything else. So this says, do you have a favorite story from when you were little? Gia, do you remember the one that you shared last night? You can tell that one or a different one.
I'll tell.
Okay.
But please cut that off. People don't want to hear that.
Okay.
So, one time when I was a baby, Nanny was changing my diaper.
And you pooped on
And I pooped on her sweater and her shirt and her
it. I pooped on her and she was holding me. Yeah. Alright, another one.
Through your clothes.
Yeah.
Your diaper.
Yeah.
Like it just leaked out of your pants. Jeez, I remember it. So do you want to share the one that you said, babe?
Yeah, dancing on. My dad had an old canoe in the backyard, and Sean had a campfire, and a tent set up in the backyard for his birthday when he was in high school. You could invite
I highly recommend these Bible studies from Not Consumed Ministries. I will link them down below. It's been a great way to connect with each other and seek God together as a family. All right, so what did God promise to do to help?
Israelites.
Good job of knowing. For quite a while now, we've done family devotions together at least once a day, in the morning or at night, and sometimes both, where we just pray and read the Bible or do some kind of devotions and do some worship. What did God ask the people to do?
To get 12 men, one from each tribe, and collect 12 stones in total from the look where the Jordan was, and I think when they're split, and then they're big.
Just like our mornings in general, our family devotional time doesn't look the same every time we do it. Like I said, sometimes it's a different time of day, sometimes it's shorter, sometimes it's longer, but we just continue to make it a priority. Sometimes we'll just do a devotion off of the YouVersion Bible app. There's a new one every day, almost like stories on Instagram. And then they also have Bible plans that you can look up and follow as well. We have devotional books that we use. Sometimes we just read the Bible together. And my father-in-law is a pastor, and he created a devotion that he dedicated to his kids. So sometimes we'll do that as well. I can't say enough good things, though, about Not Consumed Ministries Family Bible Studies so far. I love how each member of the family gets a copy at their level. And although there isn't technically a level for Sethi's age, what I did is I printed out just all of the blank coloring pages, not the reading pages for him, so that he could have his own and feel like he was involved, and he really enjoyed that part of it. So we just kind of end our time together with listening to some worship music. We usually pull it up on our smart TV through YouTube. We've really been loving Maverick City and Elevation Worship. So if you haven't looked them up on YouTube, I will link them down below because we've been absolutely loving them.
So tired of climbing, heavy with the blame.
Thank you guys so much for spending the morning with me and checking out a little bit what my morning routine will be like for summer. If you liked this video, click the like button. If you are not already subscribed and you think you would enjoy seeing some summer day in the lives and some homeschooling content, big family life, recipes, and those kinds of things, click the red subscribe button. Hit the notifications bell so you know when a new video is coming out. Don't forget to check out Anna's video. It is linked in the description box below to check out her morning routine. I know I can't wait to watch. I hope to see you in my next video. And until next time, stay rooted.
No storm will tear us apart.